Hey, I'm Scott Birdsell from Brantford, Ontario. Currently playing bass in a cover band called Bang Gang. For influences, I'd have to say my mom. She was always super supportive of everything I did. Always opened me up and welcomed me to liking new things. Everything from the 70s stuff like Motown, bunch of classic rock, hard rock. She went and got me the Two Dogs Fucking album from Dayglow for Christmas one year, which is a story for another time. But she was super supportive, coming to all the shows when she could, and just supported everything I wanted to do musically. So, yeah. So what got me into punk and hardcore music? Well, my brother used to listen to a lot of like Iron Maiden, Accept, stuff like that, Motley Crue. And then when I got to high school, I started hanging out with some people I haven't seen in a while from the area. Their older brothers had stuff like Guilt Parade and bands like that. And a friend of mine, Bob Lockley, needed a bass player for something jamming around with, so I jammed out with him, went to his house, and he was playing stuff like Circle Jerks, Descendants, and Flight Camp, and all this other crazy stuff that was heavy to me at the time, like Random Killing and shit. And I was hooked. From the moment he pushed play on the cassette or put the needle on the record, it was just like I fell in love with the whole music, the whole angry, the honesty, the passion. Everything about it just inspired me to just want to do that. And then when I found out there was Canadian bands doing this shit, like Random Killing, Dayglow, Abortions, stuff like that, Hockey Teeth, all those kinds of bands, it's just like, well, fuck, if they can do it, why the fuck can't I? And then the rest is history. I picked up a guitar and away we go, started playing in some bands. First big concert I went to was in high school. I went to see Metallica at the Maple Leaf Gardens. They were on the Black Tour. It was like '91, I think, in November. First local punk show. Went to Second Wave Records, saw a flyer for a show that was happening at a place called the Ex-Imperial Hall. And it was, the band name sounded really interesting to me. There was Drunken Anger, Chronic Terror, Psychosomatic, and I think there might have been another band on that. I can't remember, but those three band names always stuck out to me, mainly because I've jammed with all guys from all three of those bands, Grimster, Carp, and Chico, and even Denny at some point. But yeah, that was a great show. Went with a friend of mine to the Ex-Imperial Hall, soaked it all in. That was the first punk show, and I was just like, yeah, I made the right choice. This is great tunes, great bands. Been a fan ever since. Some of the favorite shows that I've seen, when Gag Order went up to the East Coast, we played a place in Halifax called Men's and Molly's. They had like a room off to the side, and they were doing a Star Wars, what do you call that? Drag show. They had a Star Wars drag show right next to where we were playing, and people were going back and forth between our show with the other bands that were on tour, High Anxiety, Hotel Murder, and the two opening bands, and crisscrossing between the Star Wars drag show and the punk rock show. Other shows that I really remember a lot of was Spiderfest, from what I can remember from being at Spiderfest when it was in Marmora. Those are some crazy shows, a lot of fun, saw some really fucked up shit. Some things you don't forget, some things you wish you could forget, but hey, it is what it is. Thank God people weren't recording everything like they do now. That's about it for favorite shows. Oh, to add to favorite shows, I'm gonna have to go with the time I saw Madball and Wisdom in Chains at the Hard Luck in Toronto, and while watching the show, Mad Joe, the singer for Wisdom in Chains, sending me out and said, this next song goes out to Scott Birdsell, great supporter of the scene, blah, 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 blah. And this song is for him. And then he played one of my favorite songs. And while they were playing that, he came over and put the mic in my face like he would normally do. And I sang along where I was supposed to sing along, because fuck, one of the best bands out there is Wisdom in Chains. And if you haven't heard them, check them the fuck out. Craziest thing that ever happened at a show. Well, like most people that play in punk bands, there's always going to be the occasional fight that breaks out. Some of the biggest ones I remember that just were insane crazy was there was a show in Oakland. A bunch of rednecks showed up. There was a huge fight there. That was kind of insane. Another one was in Stratford. That was a fucked up one. Cop showed up. Cop got thrown down the stairs. Yeah, it wasn't good. But like anything, you go to Spiderfest. There's a lot of crazy shit that happened at Spiderfest. Those who were there know. I'm sure someone probably mentioned already. I think about the girl that got the car parked on her. She got run over and then they parked it on her. I believe that was said already. I've seen a lot of fucked up shit. The guy that fell off the roof, smashed his head, and then hit the ground, and his buddy dragged him through the broken glass. Yeah, a lot of fucked up shit happens at shows. It's always a good time though. Past and current bands, guitar and vocals and Independent Threat. Then I was in No Reason playing guitar and backup vocals and regular vocals, because sometimes Grimster was playing regular vocals and sometimes if he sang a song, I did backups. If I sang a song, he did backups. A lot of fun. Pretty sure that's pretty much still ongoing if we ever get together to jam again. I played bass for Democracy Crisis and guitar for Democracy Crisis when certain things changed. Did Gag Order from 2010 till recently, and now I was playing guitar and backups for that band, and currently playing bass guitar in a cover band called Bang Gang. What I like most about being a musician and what I don't like. I like the creativity. I like being able to get ideas and join some like-minded people and actually play music and people actually enjoy it. People dig it. It's a release. It helps get out aggression. It's better than beating the shit out of that guy that just fucking annoyed you for looking at you the wrong way. It's just better to play aggressive music and have a lot of fun. What I don't like is the disparity between how some bands get paid more than others and all that stupid shit that goes on with the hierarchy and crap. Especially when you look at like some bars, they'll pay a cover band a shit ton of fucking money to play to 5 fucking people. Meanwhile, in a band that's the original packs their bar, the same fucking bar with 100 fucking people, and oh, I hope you charge at the fucking door, and that's all we're gonna give you, even though you fucking almost ran out of fucking booze. And meanwhile, like I said, the cover bands, nobody shows the fuck up, but they get paid, don't have to charge a cover, and that's always blown my fucking mind, and I've never understood that myself. Some people say, oh, they're a proven commodity because they're playing songs people fucking know. But if nobody's fucking showing up, why the fuck are they even still getting paid? It just, to me, it makes no fucking sense. And it just, I can talk about hours about this because of how much it fucking just blows my fucking mind. And now that I'm in a cover band, I'm on the other side of the fence, and it's like, I'm kind of like a hypocrite, I guess, because it's like, well, fuck, here I am about to get paid to play some shows and have fun at the same time, as opposed to having fun and 2 beer tickets and a handshake. That's about it. Favorite food, and it's an easy one. Every time we play any show, any town, I always look for some place that has a decent cheeseburger. I like cheeseburgers. I like cheeseburgers a lot. And I'm pretty simple with my food. Just cheese and meat, maybe some ketchup, maybe some bacon. And that's pretty much it. Useless talent. You can talk to me and I'll nod like I'm listening and like I'm hearing everything you said. But deep down, I didn't hear a fucking word you said. Sorry. Is what it is.